What's up, guys? I'm back. How you guys doing? I'm back with some quick San Andreas updates and giving some help and tips for the driving school. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I see it's a lot of people online who had trouble with the driving school. And as you can see, that's exactly where I'm at right now. I'm at the driving school. And I just want to help people because I 100% all of them and I got 100% all gold. So I want to give people some help in how to beat it. Right, here go my stats. Let me give y'all a quick update. This is the PS2 version. I'm at 53.48%. At this point, I pretty much got the whole map unlocked. So I'm getting there, guys. Let's not forget, I'm playing two versions at once, trying to 100% both versions. Let's not forget this. But I'm still progressing, still no deaths. You already know. No busted, none of that. I could go through show you some of the other stuff. I'm almost done with unique jumps and oysters and all of that other stuff too. Yeah, I'm doing unique jumps as well. This game, know it has so much to it. I'm at 57 to 70, so I'm almost done with the jumps. I love this game though. It's amazing with all the stuff you could do. It really is. Okay, let me show y'all the other stuff real quick. Got all the tags, took all the snapshots, 50-50, 100, 100. I got all the oysters, 50-50. The only thing I got to do is get the horseshoes. That's it when it comes to the collectibles. You seen my percentage. Now, let me give y'all some tips. Now, I'm not going to actually do it. So just listen to what I'm telling y'all because what I'm telling y'all is really going to be beneficial. And if you just listen to what I got to say, it should help. Okay. Let me just show y'all real quick that I 100% in everything. I did this on the other version too. On the Xbox 360 version, I did it on there as well. I got hundreds in all of them. But as you can see, I'm going through them, popping control, burning lap, cone coil, all 100%. 90, willy weave, spin and go, pit. Yeah, it's a lot. I know a lot of people be trying to, they be like, oh, which one is the harder one? Is it the, because you got four schools, right? You got the bike school, the boat school, you got the driving school, and the plane school. I haven't done the plane school yet. But out of all of these so far, the driving school is definitely the hardest because they make you do more. Now, the 360, let me again, I'm just going to give y'all tips and follow my tips. They'll help. The 360 is the easiest one, right? And to get the 100%, all you got to do is just stop in the same position. So just rotate, gas. You already know. Hit the gas, burn out, spin around. Just make sure you stop at the same position that you started. Now this could be slightly tricky because of that, but this is easy. Y'all should be able to get this with only a few tries. Now, the 180, this one is a little bit more challenging, but honestly, this is pretty easy too. Just make sure you hit your handbrake around the turn and make sure you park the car straight. Park it straight and try to park it towards the middle as much as possible to get the 100 and make sure you don't hit nothing. This is pretty easy. Y'all don't really need many tips for that. Whip and terminate. Which one was this one again? Okay, now this one is basically the last one, but with a 90-degree turn. Same rules apply for this. Use the handbrake, stop in the middle, stop straight, don't hit nothing. Pretty simple, not that hard. Just make sure you stop right. They give you a good enough time. Now, this is when it starts to get difficult. The pop and control. This one is a little tough because, man, that tire does go out and it could kind of make you go directly into the cones. So, my best advice for this one really is don't even really use the gas. Like, you could do this really without maybe, and if you do hit the gas, hit it very lightly. Like once you hit them spikes and your tires pop, just stop using the gas and you'll get more control. And then maybe towards the end you can gas it a little bit, tap the gas or slightly press it a little bit so you can straighten yourself out for the end. Because again, you want to be straight, you want to be lined up just like how they showing you. So that's my advice. Don't use the gas until like the very end. Using the gas really hurts you. And if you want to use it, just make sure you use it low. Don't Don't put your pedal to the metal, whatever you do. Okay, what's this one? I know, sorry about the focus. This is going to focus. Okay, burning lap. This one is a little tough. This one is a little tough because this one is about repetition and consistency, right? You got to go around doing 180-degree turns in this banshee, and you got to beat 36 seconds. If you can do it in 36 seconds, you will get the gold. So my advice for this one is, well, another thing that makes this tough is the camera, because you're gonna be turning so much, so it's kind of hard to keep the camera straight. But I think my advice for that is just to focus on your driving, and and let the camera fix itself. Don't focus too much on the camera because it's probably gonna slow you down. And my best advice is, try your best to handbrake the turns early. Like, the more closer you get to the inside of that turn, the better. If you turn on the outside, you can still get it like that, but it really helps if you turn on the inside. And again, don't hit nothing. You ain't got to worry about parking this car straight. This is just about time and precision. Another thing that might help you is at the very end on the last lap, you can try your best to turn into the inside, like I said, and get that corner. It's like, if you can really save a lot of time at the end if you just hit the corner and get the car right there to the end. You don't have to drive all the way around. So that's my advice for that. This one isn't that tough to me. It might take you some tries, but it could be done. All right, next is the corn coil. Honestly, this one to me is easier than the last one. The weaving part is a little tough because you do gotta weave and don't hit the cones and then hit a 180. Now, it doesn't matter which way you hit the 180, but I guess if you hit it like how they're hitting it, I don't know. I think hitting it the other way is a little better, so you can gas out and go directly in between the cones. But either way, you can do this, man. The best advice here is just you make sure you keep going. Like, don't move too slowly around the weaves. It's okay to use slight gas in this one. And the same thing, make sure you park straight at the end. Not really that difficult. Not really. Just make sure you control yourself with the weaves and make sure you don't give up on the gas too much. Now we got the 90. Okay, this one is hard. This one is hard. This one is definitely the hardest one yet. This took me a minute to beat. But there is a trick to it. It is a trick. And the trick is move to the right, right? Like, soon as you start, move slightly to the right to where you're like almost where that car's door is. So don't just go straight and do it. Move slightly to the right and then gas. And then you gotta be ready to hit that handbrake and that brake. You gotta hit the handbrake and the brake. If you move to the right, like I said, when you turn left, the car has a better chance of moving in place, just like how it's doing there. But don't do it straight. If you do it straight, more than likely you're not gonna do it. So move to the right, be ready to let go of the gas, because it's all about when you let go of that gas too and how fast you go. You probably gonna fail this a good amount of times, but moving to the right and angling yourself, I don't even really think you need to shift the steering wheel too much. You could shift it left and right to slow down a little bit, but I think it's better to just know when to let go of the gas and then turn directly in. And again, moving to the right helps. No, and that's only for the straightaway, right? You're only moving to the right so you can be on the side, right where you need to be. That's my advice on this one. Willy weave. Oh yeah, this one can be tough. This one can be pretty tough because keeping that, I say one. Oof, you know what? This one is hard, man. And I think one of the hardest parts about this one is the damage. The car, man, damage. It's like no real scale of telling you how you get damaged. And 9 times out of 10, when you get up on two wheels, you gonna probably rub the side of the car on the concrete. But I say majority of the time it doesn't matter as long as you don't turn it too hard. But I say the best advice for this one is just don't hit the gas too hard. When you go up for that wheelie, ease the pedal. Just hit it kind of light and it'll really help keep that car up. And then when you get to it, slow down while you doing it with the brake and try to brake and land right in the zone properly. That's my best advice, because if you hold that gas too hard, the car is going to flip, go out of control every single time. You got to ease the pedal and the car stay up, and then brake slowly before you get into the thing, brake slowly, and then let the car just fall right straight. That's my advice. This one's tough too. Spin and go. This one's not hard at all. You just gotta reverse. Honestly, now there ain't much advice to this one. I don't know why this one is so far. I guess this is a little tough because you could hit them cones kind of easily, but shoot, this is easy. Honestly, just use the reverse, use the gas. You don't even have to use the handbrake. Don't use the handbrake. Your reverse is enough. You could reverse just perfectly enough to just hit the gas and just park straight. Take your time. So my advice for this is don't use the handbrake. Just use your reverse, use your gas. Pit maneuver. This one is a hard one too. It's hard getting that T shape. Now, my advice, you want to end up like a T, like kind of like that, or sideways. My best advice is just do what they're doing. Move your car and try to move into the car. When you turn out, try to get the car to go with you. Sometimes you'll do it, you will go flying or they'll go flying. But if you do it and don't do it too fast, don't move too fast, and then just slightly ease yourself into the back tire, eventually that car will just line up like a T. I say the best thing to do is try to get it to look like a T and end up by the car's door. Once you slow them down with the spin out and you not moving too fast, you should land into the T shape for the 100%. If you can make the T, you'll get 100. And aim for the tire so you don't get damaged. You hit the wrong side of the car, you'll get damaged. Now, this one to me is the hardest one out of all of them, right? This is the one I think people have the most trouble with. And I don't blame y'all, because just like most of these ones that's hard, it's like they're not that difficult. You just got to find a trick for it. Like this one, yeah, this could definitely take you like 50 to 100 tries if you don't know what you're doing, because you got to land perfectly and you can't mess the car up. And you got to land pretty straight, pretty perfect. You know, you got to hit that dang ramp at an angle. You got to make sure you hitting it at an angle. Now, here's my tip and my advice to get this. And if using this advice, I'm telling you, it'll help you. When you go up the ramp, make sure you go slightly towards. Like, don't drive straight up it. Go towards the middle of the ramp. That's how you get the flip going. If you can just do a slight, just go slight. Like if you coming from the right side or the left side of the ramp, make sure you turn right into the ramp. Turn slightly to the right when you going up. Don't let go of the gas. Hold the gas the whole time until you fly off. Hold it the whole time. And then once you get to spinning, you let go of the gas and then use the stick or whatever and do it in the opposite direction. So you go up going towards the ramp, but then once you get to spinning, let go of the gas and hit the left stick in the opposite direction, and it'll help your car spin faster and more on point. If you do not do that in the sky, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna go out of control and your spin ain't gonna go too well. But if you let go of the gas and move it into the opposite direction you went up, you will notice that your car will spin a little bit more perfectly on point, and you will start noticing you're gonna start landing them more. That's how you do it. And then eventually you'll find what you need to find to get that 100%. That definitely do that. That spin in the air is the most important part. And last but not least, and this is the last one, but honestly, this one isn't that hard, man. I don't want to make this video too long. We almost at 15 minutes, but my best advice is just know the car, right? Take that main road down the middle, turn right at the curvy road, and then just be patient. You don't have to drive the fastest or the best, but put more into not getting hit. I say the hardest part about this really is the car, because it's a rear wheel drive that's extremely fast and that can spin out. So know your speed, know when to hit the gas, and know when not to hit the gas. And you'll do it. And make sure you take that path by the curvy road, that straight road, so you can hit it. That's my advice.